Okay, we met in high school. I was 16
And I was like 17.
and I was doing all her homework.
Okay.
I did all her homework in high school.
Okay, stop. I don't know where our first date was.
It was Chuck E. Cheese.
It was not Chuck E. Cheese.
It was Chuck E. Cheese.
Stop playing. It wasn't.
She took me to Chuck E. Cheese.
I took her to Chuck E. Cheese because I had my nephew and I was taking my nephew out a lot. So I took her to Chuck E. Cheese with my nephew. I always wanted kids, I think. Not as many as she wanted. She wanted.
I wanted 6 kids. So growing up, I've always wanted 6 kids. So we've always talked about it. And then we got married in 2017. And that's when we finalized and we're like, okay, we're gonna start trying. It was finding the right doctor, I think, was more challenging to us.
And when we went with Dr. Lin, he made it kind of clean, easy, and like he answered all questions.
It was very emotional because, like, one, not everybody accepted same-sex marriage, let alone same-sex couples trying to have children. That wasn't easily accepted 8 years ago, right? Honestly, going into our first appointment, we're like, okay, we're excited, we're gonna do this. And honestly, I thought it was gonna be easy. I thought that, you know what, we would get pregnant very easily, get pregnant fast. And unfortunately, we didn't. We were young, we were healthy, but at the end of the day, it's basically our bodies that they're working with. And the hurdles that we went through was that my eggs just were not in good condition. They were not making it through. And hers weren't either. I would try to be strong for her, and then she would try to be strong for me. And we would kind of put our feelings aside and just be there for one another. But at the end, I think that what we ended up doing is talking about our feelings instead of keeping them in. And then
You're gonna make me cry.
communication, not just between the both of us, but truthfully, communication with our coordinators and our doctor. We loved our coordinator. She was amazing.
We're really close to Dr. Lin. So it's kind of, well, we talk about everything. We ask the craziest questions all the time, and he tells us a lot of stories.
I mean, he's the GOAT. It's just what it is.
You have to add that in there.
Yeah.
She always knew she wanted to be pregnant, and I always knew I don't need to be pregnant. So that's perfect.
I love being pregnant. I love waddling. I love the symptoms. I love throwing up.
It's weird. She loves everything.
I love every inch of it.
Weirdo.
We're trying again. We are trying to pull my eggies out to create embryos in hopes that we will get pregnant again soon and I'll start wobbling.
The day that Zara was born, oh my God.
Her eyes were like, I thought that she was gonna pass out because her face was all white and then her eyes were huge and I was like, okay.
Because I cut the umbilical cord and I was just, I'd never done anything like that. So it was cool.
It was magical.
It was cool.
Like it was amazing, and like we just started crying because I remember we were crying because like we just couldn't imagine through all the heartaches, through the tears, through the trials and tribulations and everything. Like she was here with us, safe and sound. After Zara, because Zara was an IUI, we did Ezra as an IVF. That
was a hard time. So we did a lot of pulls to get one embryo, and then luckily it took.
All we needed was one embryo.
All we needed was one. After all those eggs, just one.
The advice that I would give to those who are going through fertility treatments is communication. Open communication will help you guys get through the hardest times and make you guys appreciate the great times.
Yeah, it takes time.
It takes time.
And every situation is different. So just don't compare yourself to other situations because you can never know.
And if it doesn't work the first few times, just don't lose hope because there are other ways.
And at the end, it's gonna be worth it.
And at the end, it is so worth it.
Yeah.